Hello everybody, it's Mario. Ode To My Father. Or he's been called, Gukje Market or 국제시장. Yeah, that I was like, yeah, I'm like, I don't know which one I would use, but I am going to put, of course, the Hangul title, if you see it right there. Yeah, I'm probably going to say Ode To My Father, but this movie was good. Yeah, it was, someone told me it was like the Korean Forrest Gump. I'm like, yep, I got that feeling. Except for the whole closeness, because it was one part. Like, I don't know if you remember Forrest Gump in the movie where, like, Jenny was always coming over, yeah, like, just because her daddy was hugging her, touching her, kissing her. He was a loving man. I was like, what the? I'm like, okay, I'm just going to tell you quickly. I watched Forrest Gump when I got older, and I'm like, whoa, my God, this is funny. I'm like, I thought it was supposed to be a drama, not a comedy. But anyway, spoilers, if you have not watched this movie was good. It stars Hwang Jung-Min, Kim Yunjin. Ah, she's from Shitty. I loved you that movie. Unification. Dal-Su, Jung Jin-Young. He plays Dok-So's father. Jang Young-Nam, Dok-So's mother. Remi-ran, I remember her from Slam Dunk Sister. Yeah. Hong Sok Yong Yang Yun. The thing is, it has a Y and it's O-U-N. That's why I'm like, right there, because I know like noun, and then I'm like, Yang. Oh, that's BNL. Kim Seul-Gi. Oh my God. And then I'm like, wait, I think I remember her. Yeah, she's in what was it? The Kishin one, where she's playing the ghost. She's playing the Kishin or something like that. Oh my gosh, she was so adorable in that one. So it starts in 1950. The Korean War is going, and they're in North Korea. That's where their family is from. And Dok-So, his mom, his mother, everyone are leaving because the Chinese are coming. And I think it was so they're leaving Hongnam. And the thing is, yeah, they have to leave out there. And then after the U.S., they're leaving. The ships are going and the ports are in. And then they're scrambling because the thing is, they're not letting nobody in there. And they're like, help! Like, come on, we have a lot of people here. And they had a lot. It was like the whole city. And then it looked like the general was in a budge because one of the soldiers like, help my people, please. And then he's like, oh, how many people can we fit if we take out all the armor? I'm like, whoa, that was a change of heart. And people are getting in, but the thing is, there's not enough room for a lot of them, so they go to these boats. So next thing you know, but it was crazy because Dok-So tells his sister, Mangsang, oh, Mangse, this is not the playground. Please hold on tight to me. This is real. And I'm like, whoa. He's telling his sister at a young age, like, this is real. So next thing you know, they're climbing. They're at the boat. They're going up. The father and the mother and his little brothers, they've gone up. He's like, hold on tight. His little sister fell. I don't know what happened. I was like, what? He has her fabric. But she fell down, and next thing you know, his dad was like telling him, oh, I'm going. You'll be the man of the house now. He's telling him this now, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, yeah, I know how that feels. Yeah. I'm like, you're the man of the house now. I'm like, yeah, I know. And right there, I felt like, shoot, I'm like, yep, this is hitting me. And I got this, and then he was like, I'm gonna go find him. So the dad does go there, and they're like, come back. And next thing you know, the boat is leaving. He's like, Kenjana! He tells him to go to the market, like find, his sister. They go, and the aunt and the uncle, they're like fighting because he's always drinking, and then they're there, and next thing you know, they're having like a hard time, especially the kids, because at school they're calling him a commie. So now there's a ceasefire, and now it goes to night, I guess it goes to when he's older, he's trying to go to school, because the part that did it, this is like him rethinking when he's older. Because he's already older, and the thing is, people want him to sell his shop. Then we find out he's owned this shop for like many, many years, and it's been in his family because his aunt had it. But then he sees a couple, immigrant, foreign couple, and these kids are making fun of them, like, oh, look at them drinking coffee, and they're like, they're like, oh, he even has our dialect. He's like, yeah. The thing is, even they were like, what's wrong with you? Who cares? Like, don't you know? Like, because for him, he knows how it feels. Because because they used to get him because he was from the north. So that brought up the whole thing about the education and stuff like that. And it was funny when he told the teacher, "You shouldn't be throwing books." Like, I was like, oh shoot, that's true. A teacher shouldn't be throwing books. So what happens now? He's older, and his friend Talgo is calling him a beggar, and he needs money. Like, he doesn't want his family to be struggling, and there's a job for a mining job, and he wants to go because it's just mining. Everyone thinks like whatever. Guess what? Everybody wants to go. Everybody wants to be a miner. Oh, look, it was a long line because they're gonna go to West Germany, and even Talgo was going, and it was crazy because they have a test to lift this stack of hay. He couldn't do it, and then Dokso lifts it up. He's like, Hana, good. Like, show off. So next thing you go, they're asking him like, do you have any training and stuff like that? And he's like, ugh. The guy's like, I don't know if we can accept you. And he's like, and then they like look at the flag. Oh my! They're reciting the national anthem, and then when they're singing, everyone gets up, even the people that are interviewing them, like, and they stamped them. Very patriotic. I was like, oh my god! I didn't expect that. I was like, oh, like, shoot. If it works, I'm just saying, if it works over there in the Humming, shoot. If it works anywhere, just sing your national anthem and be like, I'm hiring him. We need a man like that. I was like, oh shoot. That made me like, oh my god, I've never seen anyone ever do something like that. So now they go to Germany. It's a tough job. No, being a miner in general, like working in the coal mines, it is no cakewalk. It is hard times. Yeah, you gotta deal with the smoke. Sometimes a gas leak. You gotta get out of there. But they show, and then they also show. They show him like on his bicycle. He's like, and then because he sees a woman, 한국 woman, 한국 사람, and he's like, oh my god, he fell in love. But it was like she's like, 괜찮아, and he's like looking like this. He's like 평대. So he tells his buddies back in the mine, he's like, oh my god, what? She's really Korean? Does she have friends? Next thing you know, they have the dance, and then Dal-Su, he's like, I'm gonna get me my foreign angel. And him, they're all dancing, and then next thing you know, he's like serenading the dormitory headmaster or whatever, and then she gets up, and then, she was cute. I mean, she was strong. She looks like she could be a bodybuilder. But I was like, yeah, so they're having fun. Next thing you know, she said, her name is Yunjin. She said she misses Korean food. He brought her food. And then Dal-Su goes to the mistress room. He's like, I'm there. And then after that, when they're done, she's all sleeping. He's like, I was like, oh. He said he wanted a foreign angel. Oh. And then the next one happens. A gas leak does happen. Yep, there's a gas leak down there, and it's... Everyone leaves. The only ones that get caught, Dokso and Talgo. I'm like, oh shoot. And then while this is happening, he's kind of like about to knock out because of the fumes from the gas. And he's like, Appa, everyone's okay. He says, Mom's doing well, even though she's working hard. She's growing up to be beautiful. His brother is smart. That's why he also did it, because he wants to give money to his brother to go to school. And I'm like, whew. This movie, I'm telling you. Yep, I get it. And he's telling his dad, like, oh, he doesn't know what happened to his sister, but he still thinks about her, and he thinks about him, hopefully that he's alive. The foreman doesn't want anyone going back in because it can probably collapse. And Young Jang gets there and is telling him off. Was telling him in German, and I'm like, whoa, okay. And then she's telling him in Korean and stuff like that, like, these guys are working hard, and they're like, yeah, and they're like, move, pick ya. They run back in to save him, and while he's about to knock out, like, they saved him. They're both like, you know, they're out of it because this whole, you know, mine fell on them and everything. So next thing you know, he's at the hospital, and he asked her, come back to Korea with me, and she says no. And the next thing you know, he's back. They're all happy. He's like, yeah! Yeah, and he buys a house. Yeah, he bought the house that they live. Yeah, came back in a suit and everything. Everyone's all happy. And then 3 months later, she comes back. And then she's like, I'm pregnant. Oh! 축하해. 축하해요. I'm like, oh. it's yours. She slapped her. I was laughing like, it was funny. And they were like, what? Because the thing is, he asked her, like right there, he sang to her or something like that, and they made love. He had a ring, but I was just cracking up the whole time. Like, oh, Shoka, like, congratulations. I was like, wow. They get married. And next thing there's like a thing where they have to sing. And she's like, no, I have a bad voice, I have a bad voice. And she sings because they're hitting him with this wooden thing in his feet. And then next thing you know, she sings. Come on, just keep. They're like, hit me. And then she's singing a good song. And everyone's like, hey. Like, man. Or was it 1970? I forgot. 1973 or something like that. Oh, yeah. They need money because now his sister wants to get married. And the whole thing, he hears this, he's like, oh. And I'm like, this sister's selfish, man. Get your ass a fucking job or something. And I'm getting pissed because I'm like, I know how that feels. I'm like, shoot, like I'm working at the bone, and then you want this stuff. I'm like, live outside of stop living beyond your means. I'm like, let the other family provide or something, you know what I mean? And the thing is, they're not struggling, but he wants to do this for his sister. And they need people, and they said they're going to pay like $800 a month. American dollars. He wants to go, his mom says no, and then I'm like, you have a wife? She says no too, but he goes, and then what's the name was right behind him. He's like, don't worry, I won't be alone. Talugu. What? When? Odi? So yeah, next, they're in Vietnam, and the same thing that happened before, like because he got a chocolate, he used to get beat, and the next thing, when the GIs, the PIs, whatever, is giving a chocolate to one of the kids, the Vietnamese, he gets beat, and he's like, oh, and he's like, Korean? And next thing you know, the little kid's like, right there, I'm like, oh no. I know what's gonna happen, and he didn't get it. And then he was like, then he runs to him, like, Dalgo! Dalgo! An explosion. A big, huge explosion. It's crazy. There was 2 people in there. They had these big, alright, right there. Yep, that has to be the fertilizer and the bomb. Yeah, it actually did it. They blew up the building, and people died all around. And the kid, he's screaming. But while this is happening, he sent his wife a letter pretending everything is fine because he doesn't want her, but she knows that everything is not fine because it's Vietnam. I'm talking about for the war, you know what I mean? Because back then, people, there was always, you know, censored news. Like even like when the other wars happened, there's always wars, but it came out. It comes out sometimes. So now, him, Talgo, and some other Korean workers, they're in the jungle, and they're like, shh. They're walking, and then, guess what? Talgo, he has a snake on him. He's like, ah! He's running like a girl, like, ah! Oh my god! And the next thing you know, the Viet Cong army is right there, and then, he's like, yo, the boomsuria. I'm like, what the hell is you know doing in here? I was like, you know. I was like, huh? I was like, oh my god. I was thinking, what's that one song? Well, I know that ain't that song. Or like, under my skin. What's that one? Oh baby, okay, why am I saying? Yeah, so next thing you know, he's playing Namjin. Namjin. And he's like, are you like, oh, are you Namjin? He's like, oh my god. My popularity goes in all corners. My popularity rises in all corners. He's like, oh. And he's like, I was like, oh my, I know that song. And next thing you know, son was like, can I get an autograph? 3. I was like, wow, you're gonna try to sell one of them? So now, the thing is, the women are coming up to him because the thing is, the army took all the men so they could fight in their army. And they were like, they're gonna kill us. And they didn't want to take him either because it felt like the same thing. And so they didn't want to take him. And then after, they're like, okay, let them all in. And then one of the girls falls. He thinks of his little sister. He jumps in there, and then he gets shot. And he's like, oh, he got shot in the leg. And guess who saves him? Freaking Namjoon. He got saved by an idol. A singer, you know what I mean? And then he's back home, and then his wife is fighting with this woman. She's she was in a 대답해 1988. One of the parents, and they're fighting. He's like, yo, he's like, oh, what happened to your leg? Don't worry, 괜찮아. Don't worry. And the whole thing. The next thing you know, his aunt that passed away said a long time ago. His uncle wants to sell it, but he buys it from the uncle, and then that's how the whole thing. And then we go to the 80s. Woo! Man, this one was hard because now people are trying to look for their families when they were separated during the war. They go to this, I think it's one of those parks. They have signs. They're looking for like from this town, and then he does it. He puts the name of his sister and his dad. Next thing you know, they thought they had his dad. No, it wasn't it. Next, his sister. They don't know yet because the thing is, the first one happened, and they're like, I don't know if we could take all this. So now, but she's lives in LA, and they're like, what? Mingu? And next thing you know, she says like, yeah, I was very little. I was in Busan, and then I was adopted in one of the orphanage, and I've been living here all my life. And he's like, oh. And then he was telling her like, do you remember anything? I remember it was cold. I remember my brother holding on to me. And then he said this. I remember him saying, and then she said it in Hangul. I was like, I guess the memory was stuck in, you know what I mean? And she said like, yeah, said, this is not the playground. This is not a game. This is real. Hold on to me tight. And he remembers that and said, she has a mole behind her left ear. She has the mole. And he's like this has to. And then next thing you know, I was wearing a fabric, and he said, why'd you let me go? He's like, I didn't mean to. And then she shows the dress missing the sleeve part, and he, oh Lord, yep, it's his sister. I was like, whew. I was like, man, that was crazy. That was a good part. I even get a little emotional because I'm like, reunited. And then the mom was crying too because it's been many, many years. They didn't know what happened to the little girl because people were falling when they were trying to go on the boat, and they hit into the water. And what happened is they meet, the mom does come, and then a year later his mom passes away. And now it goes to the present where all his families are there, and then the little girl, his granddaughter is singing a song. He's like, yeah! And they're like, how can you teach her this song? He's like, oh, come on. The next, he's showing, he's talking, like, to his dad. He's like, everyone's okay. Everyone had a good life. I lived a hard life. And I hope you know that. And then he's hugging his dad's jacket. And I'm like, and then they show a part where the dad's like, yeah, Jana, you did good. Or something like that. So I was like, oh. And then it showed them together, them being older, him and his wife, Dok-So and Yoja, and he said he's gonna sell the market, well, the shop. And that's how it ended. This movie was good. Some people were like, they thought it was like, whatever, like, me, I'm like, nah, this is good. Because there's parts where I get the hard-working part. Like the working hard for your family and stuff like that, like putting your priorities aside so they can, you know, just get by working. So I was like, the hard work, I get it. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, I got that part. I'm like, yeah. This movie was good. Please come and subscribe.